my list, I mean, because originally it was we was gonna do a definitive type thing, list. So like my list is made. These are the 10 best anime on freaking Netflix. To me, these are the 10
Yeah.
best ones. Um, Originally the list started out as 20 and had to pick 10 from here because it's like it was hard. It was hard for me to narrow it down to 10. But like I do think these are the 10 best ones. I mean, it might not be the 10 best to everybody, but like they're the best ones to me. But my honorable mentions, like some have already been said it. Like Sakamoto Days is one of my honorable mentions. And the only reason why it is an honorable mention is like what Attic has said, it's not done. So like that's the reason why it's on the honorable mention. If it was done, there's a chance that it would have made my top 10. And then Cyrus the Jaeger is also one of my honorable mentions. I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it and everything like that. But like there is parts of it that are it feels generic B movie anime type thing. And then my other one, I have four. So my other one is Be the Beginning. I really enjoyed that, and I was super excited when the second season had came and everything. Like I really liked that one. I like the concept of that really a lot. But that's it. Just wasn't good enough to make 10. And then the last one is Lookism. If we continue looking, because I read the webtoon, I'm reading the webtoon because it's still ongoing and everything. If they continued it would have probably made my top 10. But I don't think Netflix is going to continue it. Like I like a lot about Lookism and the manga webtoon. It gets crazy. It does get crazy. But the concept of it is pretty cool, and then the animation of it is really good and everything like that. And then the dub is actually good too. So those are my honorable mentions. So my tens. So at number 10 is High Score Girl. I know we've been throwing shade at the 3D CGI thing, and that's what High School Girl is. But like, if you are one who likes arcades and specifically fighting games, if you're in the fighting game community, this one is a great one because that's what it's about. It has a love romance in it too, because but like this is mainly about like fighting games, and it's about this boy who thinks he's pretty good in Street Fighter 2, and then he gets murked by this girl who's just like a god at fighting games and everything like that. And it's a really cool it's really cool anime that's about uh video games basically. Like I haven't seen one just as good as this since the King's Avatar. So my number 9 is it's a comedy. It's just so funny. But it's The Disaster Life of Saki K is my number 9. It's just funny, man. I love this joke. It's hilarious. It's about a kid with pink hair who got like broke ass psychic powers, and it's just daily lives and weird stuff always happen to him despite his powers. It's just funny. I love that junk. Number 8 is Great Pretender. I see this as like the modern day Cowboy Bebop, basically. And I really like heist movies and stuff like that. So Great Pretender would be on automatically makes it number 8. Number 7 is Way of the House Husband. No, that's is just hilarious, man. I really love it, man. Like, it's just fun. Like the crepe scene when they're talking about the crepes and he meets his buddy. Like it is just funny as hell. And then like that scene where the wife to him, she's walking by this dude who's wearing a shirt from her favorite anime, and he's walking proud, and she's just like, now he got swag. Okay, and it is hilarious. I just love that.
The
It's so
barbecue
funny.
episode.
The barbecue episode, like it's so funny. I watched the live action too. That's how much I like that show. Like it's great. Number 6, I Netflix did this show dirty. But it is Uncle from Another World. I think
Okay.
this is another funny anime. It's a it's a reverse isekai. Like it's about the isekai guy who came back and he still retains all his powers and everything like that. So like it's hilarious. And what's happening is what happens in this is his nephew his nephew shows up because he wakes up from his coma. He was in coma for like 7 years or something like that. And then because his isekai thing is done and he learns magic and he has no money or anything like that. And the nephew says, "You should do YouTube." So he
No.
becomes a YouTuber. My man, he becomes a YouTuber, and you see that journey and everything. And my man, look, he is the biggest Sega simp of
Yeah.
Sega-ness. Like it's just hilarious. And then he uses his magic to show his nephew what his life was in the other world. So like you see his adventures and stuff in that other world through him like throwing up like a magic it's like a TV basically, and he's showing it from his memory and everything like that. So like it's just hilarious. It's a
Isn't there
hilarious thing.
isn't there like a chick in there where like he thinks she hates him, but she's really like in
Yeah,
love with him?
yeah. All he gets a harem basically because there's three chicks in there that first they call him the ugliest thing because like when he first gets to the world he gets put in jail because he's ugly, basically. So like it is it's just funny and it's just I wish this got a second season. I
Yeah.
really do. I really wish it's such a great series. My number five in my top five. My number five it is God Troubles Me. It's another comedy thing. It has it's either 2 or 3 seasons on Netflix. There is a fourth season, but it's a Chinese anime, and it's just funny. Like a lot of my stuff on here is just comedy type things, and so those are the things that like bring me joy. And it's just funny. It's about this girl who is half demon and half elf, and it's about the gods and stuff and everything, every like object, the thing that she lives in, the building she lives in, every object is a god, and it's just funny each episode. And all of these are like really digestible because like each episode is about like 5 to 11 minutes long, and it's just funny. It is funny. Like my favorite thing is with the roach guy when the roach shows up. Man, it's just hilarious. And then his posse, who is a mosquito, a rat, and I forget what the other dude is, but like it's all like disgusting things that people normally don't like, and it's just funny. Gosh troubles me. Like I binged that junk, man. Like it's just great. It reminds me very much of my favorite anime, Nichijou. That's what it is. Um, Number four is Kotaro Lives Alone. That had no business being as good as it is.
It's painful.
It was in my top three. But like it is that kid, that kid, oh my god, he is the most adult kid I've ever seen in anime in my whole entire life, man. Like it just, man, that show has no business being as good as it is too. Like it's up there, man. Like I love that shit so much, man. My number three is My Happy Marriage. I think that's is one of the best romance, and it has just so much more than just romance in it too. I did not expect to like that as much as I do. So shout outs to my girl Melissa, like G knows her, or Mel. She's the one who put me on that, and I was hooked. My Happy Marriage is great. Season 2 is great, and I hope we get a season 3. So my number two is Delicious Dungeon. I really enjoyed that, and I can't wait for season 2. I've read the manga twice, so I really like this. I really like Delicious Dungeon. It is. It
Is
is.
it
It
done?
was. Yeah. It is done. It is done.
Okay.
It is done. It is some wild stuff that happens. I hope we get the whole thing animated, but I don't know. I don't know. I know people were talking about it, but it's a Netflix anime, and you know how Netflix anime is. we might not get a continuation of it, but like season two should be like a banger because like you find out a lot in season two that's going to happen in season the stuff that's going to happen in season two. But like I said, Delicious in the Dungeon was my number one, but my number one, I just love this show so much. I don't know if people have seen it. I have a hat. I also have a hoodie that matches it too, but I have a hat from this series. It's called Scissors Seven. I think
Never
this
even
is the
heard of it.
one of the best, and it's another Chinese joint. So it's the Dagua thing, but like it's great. It got 4 seasons and everything on there. It has some of the coolest animation in there. It has some of the coolest fight scenes in there, and it's also has comedic elements in there and everything like that. It's like the Chinese equivalent to One Punch Man. You know how the ridiculous stuff to One Punch Man is and everything. You know, One Punch Saitama is the strongest person in there. The dude who's
Yeah.
seven, his name is called Seven. He's like the equivalent to Saitama. Like he's from this assassination guild type thing, and he loses his memories, and it's just stuff hijinks ensue, and it's just great. That's another like digestible thing too. I think it's about the later seasons they do get full episodes, but like in the beginning I think it's like 12, 15 minutes or something like that. But like I really enjoyed Scissor Seven. I can't wait till season 5 or the movie. I really can't. Scissor Seven is just dope. I really enjoy that job, man. So those are my guys. These are my lists.
Solid list from the way you were described. Of course, on brand with Shin. There's a lot of them I have not seen yet. But the way he describes a lot of them is like, yeah, I would want to sit down and watch a lot of them. Uh, I noticed he's got a lot of comedy related type series on his
Yeah.
list. So a lot of funny stuff
Yeah.
on his list,
And
and that
romance.
always catches me off guard when Shin gets to talking about his series. It's always like it, man. This shit's hilarious, and it just always catches me off guard because we'll be talking about something. He'll be like, "No, you got to watch this one. It's funny." It's like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, but it's like, nah, he has a solid list. Especially, I wasn't expecting Uncle from Another World being up there. That's a good one and a really funny one.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they're
No,
also comedic, but it's also slice of life, like which is my wheelhouse right there. So like um it's it's both. I'm eating my cake. I'm having my cake and eating it too. So like it's type thing.
yeah. I think from the as just echoing what Tim said. Yeah, I quite your list was solid. Obviously, at the full game, there's a few things I haven't watched on there, but the biggest takeaway that I took away is I should probably give my happy marriage a go. I know Mel be about that life, and Mel, who is a mutual friend of mine, and she has tried to get me into these things, but I'm just too reluctant. So I am gonna give my happy marriage a go. I'm sure once she sees this and actually hears me say this, she's going to call me up and be like, "I'm ready to watch it. Let's go." So yeah, no, I will give my happy marriage a go. But like overall, it was a solid list. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that I really like about Shin is that he sticks to his guns and he likes what he likes. So that's one thing. Like you stick to comedy, you stick to slice of life, stick to romance. So you had a lot of those in it. A really solid list.
Yeah, I was surprised that I knew and watched almost half of the shows that you mentioned. I was like, damn, man. Did we just become best friends? Kotaro Lives Alone is such a diabolical show because it's a fun watch, but when you think about
Yeah.
what's really going on and the fact that this kid
Yeah.
is so adult because he has no parents and he lives alone is kind of
Yeah.
sad. But I mean, yeah, like Tim, very very well thought out list. Not that everybody didn't, but like you could just tell that like you really were like, "Now this is my shit." So I can see why you feel it's a 10 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah. All right. So give me out of 10 your verdict for me.
So I give you an 8 out of 10, and the reason why is I fucking hated Scissor Six, and the reason I hated Scissor
Is there
Six,
7?
whatever. See, that's the point. I didn't like Dongwa back in the day. I didn't. I didn't give Dongwa a fair shake. If that shit was Chinese, I was like, get that propaganda out of my face. But now that I'm big Lord of Mysteries
the hell?
Bleep that
guy,
one out.
oh sorry, yeah, sorry, please meet that.
Go on.
Now that I'm a Lord of Mysteries guy and I'm enjoying a little bit more of the like all devouring whales and stuff like that, maybe my eyes have adjusted and I can give it a chance. But I didn't enjoy the animation, so it's funny you say that you loved it. Maybe I
Yeah, I
missed
really
out on
like
that.
that. It feels like a comic book for me, because there's a lot. It feels like you're sketching and stuff like that, and it feels very comic booky to me. For me,
Hmm. I think it was just I was so used to Japanese animation being a little bit more fluid, and I guess when I got to that, I was like, ah. But I got to give it another shot because everybody and their mother, including and like that's your number one, and then my one of my best friends swears by that show, and I'm just like, bro, get that out of my face. So it's probably me.
I would suggest if you're going to go down that route, I would say why. I think you probably would like, especially if you like League of Legends type games. I would say King's Avatar. You probably and you can watch both seasons of that on Netflix, not Netflix, YouTube. I think you would like King's Avatar. So
All right, I'll check that out. Is it Danwa?
yeah, it's a don.
Okay, I've heard of it, so it must be good. Shin's suggesting.
At it.
All right. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Only reason it's not 10 out of 10 is because I personally have not seen them all. But from the way that you explain things and the way that you, like I said, you stick to your guns, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, Tim.
I'd have to give it an 8 out of 10 just because of the amount that I haven't seen. Unless I want to be a barbarian and give you an extra half a point for just you just because you have me wanting to see some of these series with how you described them. So I'll say 8 to be civilized, but 8.5 to be just straight otaku with you.
And G.
I would probably say eight as well. For the same reasons. Like obviously there's some things I haven't seen on there. I could have been an absolute heathen and giving you a 4 because you started this. but
Hey man, we've been
of course,
fine.
no, but no, I'm joking. But no, I'll give it 8 because, like I said, it's put me on. It's put me on to actually watching My Happy Marriage, and which seems to have been a popular anime and one that I feel like I'm being a heathen by not watching. So I need to expand my horizon and into the romantic realms to tell myself that I have a heart and I have emotions and I actually care about things. So so I'm gonna give that a crack, and that's why I was like, yeah, it's an 8 overall. So solid list, my guy.
All right. Well, you down below in viewer, if you made it this far already, you tell us which list did you like best. If you have your own list, drop it down in the comments down below. I have been Shin the Hero, your host for this discussion, and we will catch y'all in the next video.
Peace out.